In this video, I'll show you two different ways to use the word since. Audrey can't come to class because she has to work. We can change because to since, and the sentence has the same meaning. Audrey can't come to class since she has to work. Since I'm going past the post office, I'll pick up some stamps. Again, this is very similar to the word because. I like this a little better than the word because in this instance. I'm already planning to go someplace past the post office. There's a comma here. When you put since at the beginning of a sentence like this, you're creating a dependent clause. And at the end of that dependent clause, you need to put a comma. And then here is the main clause, or you can call it the independent clause. Since it's warm outside, I don't need a jacket. Here's the dependent clause beginning with since. There's a comma at the end of the dependent clause, and this is the main clause or the independent clause. I don't need a jacket. I don't need a jacket since it's warm outside. In this sentence, the independent clause goes at the beginning, and then the word since is in the middle. There's no comma here at all, because since is in the middle of the sentence, and this is at the beginning of the dependent clause, since it's warm outside. Remember that you could replace since with because. I don't need a jacket because it's warm outside. Or I don't need a jacket since it's warm outside. Both sentences have the same meaning. Another way to use since is with the present perfect tense. In this sentence, he has worked at that company since 2005. The verb work is in the present perfect tense. And the word since indicates when something started. So if this is 2011 and this is 2005, he has worked at that company since 2005. So this is when he started working at the company, and he still works there. This indicates a passage of time of 6 years since 2005. So we have to count back from 2011 to 2005, and that's 6 years. I've been here since 10 o'clock this morning. So it's now 12:30. I arrived at 10 o'clock, and 2.5 hours have passed. Notice that this is in the present perfect tense, and since 10 o'clock indicates when I arrived. Since. Since. Don't confuse the word since with the word science. Sometimes students will confuse the pronunciation of this word with this word. Since. Science. Since. Since. Science.